And if you guys like to have a little fun with your politics, then we've got some political emojis made by CNN that might be right for you. Joining me now to talk about them is Daily Share associate producer and resident emoji and political expert, if I do say so myself, Andy Diamonds. Andy, before we have some fun with all of this stuff, let's talk about the new polls that were released over the weekend, taking a closer look at which way Iowa caucus voters are leaning, which is important since that's going to be the first big test for these candidates and their emojis, right? So with that in mind, let's see if we can match the candidate that's making some waves in these polls to their respective emojis. Does that sound like a good idea?
That sounds like a great idea. Okay. Now, it's going to be kind of hard, though, because there are a whole lot of candidates right now, so I'm going to start you off with an easy one. Okay. So this is a candidate, and it's the Democratic frontrunner, with 37% likely Democratic caucus goers voting for them, if you look right over there. Who do you believe this is?
I was going to say that.
Yasmin for the win. In fact, it is Hillary Clinton.
She didn't buzz in.
She did not buzz in, but I also didn't bring buzzers, so that's probably my fault. But however, this candidate has closed in with 7 points of Clinton at 30%.
Bernie Sanders.
Stop guessing them all. I want to guess them all.
Holly, you're not doing great. Yasmin's really
Bernie Sanders, she did not buzz in.
She did not buzz in. Again, my fault for not bringing the buzzers,
Hands on buzzers.
I can't help it. I want to play.
Well, you're doing well. So now, why don't we move to Republicans, because there's a whole lot more of them.
This is my area of expertise.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, now this is a retired neurosurgeon, and he's become a legit...
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson is correct.
But go ahead and say the rest of the stuff about him.
Well, he's got 18% of potential caucus voters going for him in Iowa, which is kind of a surprise because he was a lot lower in the polls until a lot recently.
I have a confession.
What's your confession?
He's the only African-American candidate, right?
Yes, which is
That's
probably
how
why
I knew it was him from the emoji. I didn't have to know anything.
You know, you paid a lot of attention, though. Look at you.
I cheated on that one. It's okay, though.
Okay, well, how about this? Now, this is the front runner for the Republicans. He's getting a lot of attention. And
but go ahead. I already buzzed in, but I will let you finish.
Okay, well, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say other
Donald
than...
Trump.
Yeah,
I buzzed in.
You were going to wait, so I decided to get it.
Okay, you got one, Ali. Yasmin's got 3, and she's not even in the segment, so she's killing it.
Oh, she's in the segment.
Yeah. And again, 23%.
I'm always in this segment.
23% of likely caucus goers going for Donald Trump. So big news over there. Not a big surprise.
You know what I like about that one? His mouth is open, which is generally the case. He's always saying something, blabbing about something,
He's yelling something terrible, probably about immigration, I would assume. Now, this is a fun one. Before Trump crashed the party, a lot of people thought that this guy would be the front runner.
Jeb Bush.
I'm sorry, I heard a cough. And
can we get some water to the set? Yasmin's feeling a little congested. That clearly is Jebry Bush.
Jebry Bush.
Not to be confused with Jeffrey Bush.
Yes, and you can see how surprised his emoji looks because he thought all of his money would get him a lot farther in the polls, but unfortunately still at 8%.
Oh, what a bummer for Jeb.
I know. He's had a rough run of it, guys. So if you see Jeb, be nice to him.
I gotta say that you have a future in game show hosting.
Oh, you think so?
But I'm gonna demand a little more decorum in the future episodes of
everybody's
Guess Your Political Emoji.
Andy, who won?
Well, I'm gonna have to say, Yasmin, it was a surprise, but you won by a landslide.
But Andy, who played more by the rules?
You followed the rules, but that obviously doesn't win. Just ask Donald Trump.